Hi, I'm Nancy Juetten, and I'm the co-founder of Life Goes On Roadmap. And together with my husband, Steve, we're advancing a revolution to guide couples across the United States of America to get their personal finances organized. So if there should be a bend in the road, either party can take their place and have power, access, and control over personal financial information when the moments matter the most. Now, not long ago, you downloaded our Life Goes On Roadmap checklist, and chances are you may have gotten started in getting organized, or perhaps you haven't. And today's short video, I wanted to quickly give you a wake-up call about why it matters that you should take action now. And I'd like to also make a very irresistible invitation for you to jump on the next virtual bus that we're leading to guide you on the next live virtual road trip so we can actually help you get this done and have the power, access, and control in your hand and worry, wonder, and aggravation in the rearview mirror. So just a few days ago, we led a webinar where we shared the 5 biggest blind spots that cause couples worry in the challenging moments and how to get ahead of them as soon as possible. And what I want to do is very, very briefly share those 5 blind spots and then share with you a way to get ahead of them. I'll just count them down very quickly, David Letterman style. The 5th most powerful blind spot that causes couples worry about money matters in the clutch moments is not having a central place where they store their essential information, their insurance information, their passports, their marriage licenses, their divorce decrees, their whatever it is that they need in order to get access, power, and control. There's no easy way to find them and share them with the right people. The number 4 biggest blind spot is missing key information. An incomplete puzzle does not solve the problem. Not having a piece of the puzzle in place can cause worry, wonder, aggravation, lost time at work, lost time at your business, lost productivity, and all kinds of drama, trauma, and chaos. Not having the right information. The 3rd biggest blind spot is not keeping the information current. Life is busy. We've got, many of us, 130 different digital passwords. Who has the power to get into the utility statements? Who has the power to get into your automatic billing? If only one of you has that access, that's a challenge, which brings me to the problem number 2. One or the other party is in the dark or choosing to stay there. It could be that you've been handling it all along and you want to share the load with your partner and he or she is not willing. It's time to get on equal footing when it comes to staying in the light instead of the dark, because life can turn on a dime. And if he has all the power and you don't, or vice versa, how is that going to help when Life Flight gives you a phone call and says there's been a life-altering incident? You don't want to be rushing and worrying and wondering where you're going to find things in the moments when they matter the most. You want to be able to get your hands on the stuff when you need it so you can take control and see things to a better outcome. And what is the number 1 biggest blind spots that cause couples worry in those challenging moments? It's never getting organized in the first place. We call it procrastination. Most folks tell us that they know that this is important, but for whatever reason, they're not getting on the bus. They're letting life get in the way. They've got their head in the sand. And yet during our webinar, we talked about how many car accidents happen every day that cause permanent disability or worse. How many fires that happen that cause permanent disability or worse? How many incidents or accidents that cause the life as you know it to change in a moment? And being ahead of life before life happens to you can give you a sense of power, access, and control to manage what life has served up versus not being able to find anything and having all the drama associated with that adding to the trauma at hand. We are on a mission to get people in front of these kinds of blind spots and have them be in control of them and in front of them so that they can feel a little bit more empowered in those situations where control really, really matters. So just the other day, we extended a very powerful invitation to our webinar guests to join with us on the next Life Goes On virtual road trip where we could actually show you the way. And I want to tell you that you can join with us too. You may or may not have been on the webinar. You may not have heard our powerful invitation and what's included. So I wanted to share that with you right now and also give you a very compelling invitation to say yes. So what do you get when you come with us on the Life Goes On virtual road trip? Number one, you're going to choose a date on your destiny to get this done, and you will never regret it. Number two, you're going to receive a digital copy of the Life Goes On Roadmap guidebook. And this is a comprehensive guide that you can go through section by section to complete all 16 stops on the journey with a sense of confidence and mastery, knowing that you're getting all the right information captured so that you can manage no matter what life serves your way. The second element that you're going to receive is probably the most important part of this. We've created a proprietary system called the Life Goes On Roadmap Organizer. And this is a beautifully organized and formatted worksheet that has several benefits. It's easy for you to use whether technology is your friend or not. It's easy for you to update with all the most relevant information and share with the people you want to share it with who need to have access to it. And it's easy to update so that as life changes, as your accounts change, as your assets change, as your passwords change, you can go to your organizer and simply update passwords and other information that need to be updated as they've changed so that everything is current. You notice that I'm addressing some of these issues. Did you have a central place to save the information? You didn't before, but now you do. If there was missing key information, well, there won't be missing key information any longer because you're going to keep your organizer electronically updated. Not keeping the information current, well, that problem solved because every time you go to change the smoke detector in your battery to keep the house from burning down, you're going to go to your organizer and make sure it's up to date. Not keeping the partner in the dark or choosing to stay there, those days are over because you're going to actually choose a date on your calendar and you're going to take a trip, a virtual trip with your partner, and you're going to share the load, share the road, and make sure one hand knows what the other is doing. And that is what the Life Goes On virtual road trip is all about. And in terms of not making time and paying the consequences, we are inviting you to come on along for a date that's coming up very soon, or to take this trip on your own schedule, whether you go fast or slow on a specific date that we assign or when you assign yourself, or you take a series of short hops during the week over a series of weeks so that you get this done. I promise you that this is a trip you will never, ever regret taking, and it's one you will never forget taking as well, because it's going to ignite powerful conversations between you and your partner and other members of your family that chances are you've been wanting to make these conversations happen for a very, very long time. Now, we have a beautiful invitation laid out before you, and we have assigned a value of $1,997 for all the assets that we've put forth, including our experts' support to the Life Goes On virtual road trip. And during our webinar, we offered it for purchase for $297. But because you have already taken the step of downloading the Life Goes On roadmap checklist, we know this is of interest to you, and we do not want price to be a factor. So since you have already downloaded the Life Goes On checklist and moved one step further in the direction of getting under control, we would like to offer you an incentive to do this now. So how would you like to save $100 on your tuition? You can when you say yes now. All you need to do is go to authenticvisibility.com/roadmap, all one word, roadmap, and go to the bottom of the page and you'll see a blue van. You want to click on the blue van to say, yes, I want to make this purchase. And there's a place where you can enter a promo code where you can save $100 on your tuition. And your promo code is Do It Now G. G stands for gift. Because you downloaded the Life Goes On roadmap checklist, you are getting a $100 gift to apply to your tuition. So instead of investing $297 for this comprehensive system, you're investing $197, and isn't that awesome? So you have between now and June 15th, 2018 at midnight Pacific to say yes. And I suggest do it now. Do it now, because you will have power, access, and control over all of your important personal financial information. You will get ahead of life before life happens to you. You will have powerful conversations with your partner and other members of your family that you've been wanting to have for years. And this is also a great opportunity to ask yourself, what will we stop, start, and keep doing to make sure that the epic adventures we still want for the rest of our life are well within our reach? Peace of mind is well in hand when you say yes to taking the Life Goes On virtual roadmap with Steve Juetten and I, your guides. So you go to authenticvisibility.com/roadmap, and you click on the blue van to say yes to yourself and yes to getting ready for what life has coming your way. And you enter the Do It Now G code, G standing for gift, to save $100. Your total investment is $197. Your total benefit is priceless for the peace of mind, power, and access and control you will have for the rest of your life, and for the wonderful epic adventures still to come that you'll be able to look forward to. We are waving a flag for getting ahead of life before life happens to you. If you know of someone who has had a situation that happened to them that had you wondering, oh my gosh, I could be next, this is the antidote to that kind of fear, worry, and wonder. And it's a way to put yourself in the driver's seat so you will never, ever be a passenger and always be able to control the direction of your future life. And also to support and champion those that you care about in the moments when the moments matter the most. My name is Nancy Juetten. We are waving, together with my husband, the certified financial planner, Steve Juetten, we are waving a revolution for power, access, and control over personal financial information. And we would love to have at least 100 people join us for the next road trip. And we'll know that that's you when your registration comes forth in time for June 15th at midnight Pacific. Go to authenticvisibility.com/roadmap and enter the code Do It Now G as in good or gift, and you'll be golden. We look forward to having you with us. We'll support you every step of the way. And we thank you so much for making this a priority. You will never regret it, and you will never forget it as well. Thank you. Bye-bye.